Hi guys, my name is Kristen, and so I started my coaching journey um, back in December, and it was a slow start. Um, my husband's going to share the screen. um, no.
There.
Okay, so um, so this is. Hold on, babe. Can I exit out of this? Right here? Right there?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have it, my title is My Just Gems, and if you guys can't hear me, please someone interrupt because I can't see you. So I have it, eliminate the mindset of can't because you can't do anything. As much as I don't like Tony Horton, Stephanie knows very much how much I don't like listening to him. I do like that quote. So I'm going to move on to the next one. The quick steps to success. So when I first started, I didn't really know where I was going, what I was doing, but I knew that sacrifices had to be made. And so one of those sacrifices was sleep. And I either had to get up early or I had to go to bed later. And so right now, I get up earlier before I was going to bed later. And so another sacrifice that I make is my music. I have a passion for music. And instead of listening to music all day long, I will get my personal development in. And I used to think that I was a person who liked to sit down and read a book, like have a book in my face. But that hasn't been the case for this journey. And I thought that was going to be the only way I could get it in. But I found that with my busy schedule, because I homeschool and I was a nanny for most of this time. I just quit babysitting about a month and a half ago, and it was taking up a lot of the time. So I would have to listen to my personal development when I was cooking, when I was in the shower, when I was folding laundry, and I would just have to find a way to get it in. And then I had to sacrifice Facebook. So yes, we use the Facebook social media to do our work, but I am sacrificing the scroll time, and I'm still working on that because I catch myself sitting there and be like, oh, well, let me post this, and then I see something that catches my eye, and I'm like, ooh, butterfly, and I get caught up in the mess, and I'm like, gotta just bring myself back in. So those are a few sacrifices that I can tell you that I've made. And to move on, family. So you got to make them your reasons and not your excuses. And my family has really, really been my number one fans, my number one supporters, and they have been through this with me. I mean, they've been through it all. And my husband, he has he's here. He's sacrificed a lot too. There has been times where I've had to be like, he would come home from work and this is how it goes. You need to make sure you have communication with not only your significant other, but your kids as well, because it has been when I was really busy with homeschooling, and then I had my son, because I had my son in public school and I homeschooled my daughter, and they were both in after school programs, and then I babysat. So I was very busy, and then I would have my husband who would come home and he would want to relax, and I'd be like, it's time for me to work out. And so he would come home, give me my time, and it was only 30 minutes, and he understood that, and he would be bummed that he didn't get to come home and immediately get to relax in his chair and watch TV. But he knew how much this journey means to me, this job means to me, helping others mean to me. So he would let me do that. And as you can see in the picture below, they all join in. My kids love to work out with me. They will pick working out with me over going outside. And I love that. My daughter, she knows portion control. She knows about carbs. She knows about fat. She loves her Shakeology. My son, he's not a big shake person, so he's finding ways. I found this recipe the other day that's kind of like an ice cream texture, and that's one of his favorites now. So it's all about finding what works for your family, and communication is key. So communication with your family, and your first team within Beachbody is your family. And I just cannot stress that enough. And if you don't have a family yet, your family is Beachbody. That is what has helped me so much. I cannot tell you how much joy being on this team has meant. And let's move on to the next slide. So time management, something I think we all need to work on, or to write out to see what your day looks like. So a life in the day of me. So at 4:30 to 6:15, I wake up. It used to be 5 o'clock I would wake up, and I found that 5 o'clock was not enough time for me to have my time with the Lord. So I started waking up at 4:30 instead, which is fine, because I don't want to be rushed with my time with the Lord, because He deserves everything. So He's given me this, and the least I can do is sacrifice some more sleep, because I will get on with my day. So from 4:30 to 6:15, I do my devotional, and then if I have extra time, I will get some my business in. But if I don't have extra time, I am completely okay with that. From 4:30 to 6:15. At 6:15 to 8, I 6:15 to 8, I wake up the kids and I get the kids ready for school, and I take TJ to school. And so from 8 to noon, I do my homeschool with McKenna, and then I get my business done, my work done in between the curriculums. So while McKenna's getting her schedule or her work done, I am, when she's doing her personal work, I am doing my invites, I'm doing my ads, I'm connecting with people. And if she needs help, I put the phone down, I put the computer down, because family comes first. I pulled her out of public school because she needed the one-on-one, and my son will get the same amount of attention. So from 1:20 to, or from, what time is this, babe?
Oh, 1200. Looks like I got to leave.
Okay. Typo. So from 12 to 1:30, I get my workout in, and that's when I get my Shakeology. I love my Shakeology after my workout. If I can't have my Shakeology after my workout, I get my Shakeology in for a dessert. And then from 1:30 to 4 is when I focus on my kids and my kids' homework, TJ, and then I also had the after-school programs in. From 4 o'clock to when I go to bed is making dinner and family time. And then after the kids go to bed is when I finished whatever I haven't done for the business. I make sure I get that in. And on to the next slide. So what I did to get there. So I started with my Power of 3 tracker. When I first became a coach, I was so overwhelmed that there were so many trackers, right? And I was just like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to write any down. I'll just add, I'll just connect, I'll do this and do that. And it didn't work. I'm telling you, it did not work. I thought I could rely on messengers, on the Facebook Messenger, and I'm telling you, it's not that easy. You can't just go back because you're sending out so many, it doesn't work. So I found one that worked. And the tracking method that worked for me is just good old pen and paper. Like, this thing is so full of many names and notes and everything. So that's what works for me. Find what works for you. And if someone said not right now because of this, I would write a note down by that person's name. And I would come back to that person. And this I cannot stress enough. I networked with other coaches within Team VIP. So I made connections, and Haley is a perfect example. I love you, girl, and I cannot thank you enough because I watched you grow, I watched you just take off and boom, and I'll never forget when I messaged you. I had no idea who you were, but I was just watching you, and you gave me the best advice. And this is the advice I'm going to give to you all. I said, what are you doing and how are you doing it? And she said, well, I'm supposed to do 3 a day. And I said, I want this. So I did 30 a day. And I said, perfect. And she gave me a script. And so instead of doing 3 a day, I moved it up to 10 a day. And I seriously cannot thank her enough because it seems so simple to think of that. But when you hear, your power of 3s, you just kind of settle in that 3 and think, okay, I'm doing enough. And if that's good for you, keep it. But I had goals so high that I wanted it, and I wanted it bad. And I was always emailing Raquel and Stephanie, and how can I do this and how can I do that? And just keep doing it. And so I just networked with people I didn't know because I knew that if I wanted to get somewhere, I had to ask questions and I had to reach out. And everybody seems so genuine in Team VIP. And they're always so willing to share that I figured, what would it hurt to private message someone? So if you feel like you see somebody or something that you like on somebody's page, private message them, ask them, can you borrow it? Can I change it up a little bit? I guarantee you they're going to say, go for it. And follow other coaches to get ideas of what to use, how to say stuff, what pictures to use, memes. Like Raquel is always posting these memes, and I'm like, man, where did she get these from? I still have to ask her, but write your thoughts down. Like I don't know if I'm the only one, but when I'm in the shower, I seem to get the best ideas ever. And as soon as I get out, I have to write those babies down. Otherwise, I forget. So my husband said that he's going to give me a voice recorder that I'm just going to be like, boom, and record it down. Or push record. Or you can get Google Keep and put all your thoughts in that. I personally don't like technology like that, so I want the voice recorder. So another one is listen to your upline, because your upline have been where you are, and they want the best for you. They are not telling you stuff or suggesting stuff to you because they want to be bossy or controlling. They're telling it to you for your best interest and because they want you to succeed. It has nothing to do with the good of them. It's because they want the best for you. And I just can't stress. I just seriously can't stress that enough. So, and ask 1,000 questions. Ask any questions that you have, because I have asked a zillion questions, seriously. And next, my gems. These are the beauties that have made it happen, and I'm so thankful for all of them. Christina, Colleen, Marcia, Kathy, and Jessica. They are rocking this team, and their transformations are amazing. Their heart is awesome. They love people, and they show it. And so many of these ladies have so much going on, yet they have not given up, and I just am so thankful for them. And they come to me, they go to each other, and I just cannot stress how thankful I am for these women. And I want to leave you with a quote. If you are persistent, you will get it, but if you are consistent, you will keep it. I don't know who wrote that, but I love it. So here is my my action item for you guys. So find a tracker that works for you. Like I've tried every tracker on that in the Google Drive, and not one of them has worked for me. I had probably about 5 or 6 laying next to my couch, all with names written on them, trying to find out which one worked for me. Not one of them did. So find one that works and do it, follow through with it, and submit your trackers to your upline coaches. I'm telling you, consistency will pay off. I am proof of that. And I kept emailing Raquel and Stephanie saying, I'm going to get there, and I'm so close, I could taste it. And they're like, yes, this is what you got to do. So they told me what to do, and because I followed through with what they said, I got there. And I know that if you guys do what you're supposed to do, consistency will pay off. So, any questions? And how do I get out of here?
Kristen, so good.
Okay.
I loved it. I love your, oh my gosh, I'm just impressed that you get up at 4:30 a.m. every morning. I know like a lot of moms do that. I'm not there yet, so I get up at 5:30, but 4:30, and just your consistency is amazing. I love the fact that you reach out to other people, and that's amazing that you went to Haley, and Haley's living proof of that. She went diamond so quickly. It was like, Haley, what are you doing? She's like, I was told to email or to reach out to invite 3 people a day. So I did 40 a day. And it's like, of course you did. And then you reached diamond in like 3 months. Of course, like that is so doable. So when you set your mind to something, when you set a goal, you're going to achieve it, especially if you don't give, if there's no excuse. So awesome call.
Thanks.
Anyone else?
I try to keep it short.
Kristen, that was so good. You did such a good job. I echo everything that you said. Consistency is super key. And I feel like in this business, it's so emotional because the highs are really high and the lows can feel really low. And it's really easy to get discouraged when your business isn't moving as quickly as you want it to. But you are so right in that if you just continue to put in the work, it will pay off eventually. And there's kind of a delayed effect in this business too. So you might not see it right away, but you're going to see it in 2 months. And the same goes for if you don't put in the work. You might not notice it right away, but then in 2 months, you're going to be like, why is nothing happening? Oh, it's because I was a slacker 2 months ago and didn't do anything. So super, super, super good point. Just being consistent and putting in the work. And, people wonder why some people are, rank advancing faster than others or why their business is taking off. And there's not a magic formula. It really is just putting in the work and making those connections and sending out those invites. And I love that you reached out to me, and I have done the same thing to other people. And if there's one thing that I have learned and love about Team VIP, it's that we all want everyone else to succeed, and no one is going to tell you no if you ask them either a question or for help, or if you can steal a post. Like I saw today, somebody posted, and it was like almost verbatim something that I had posted a few weeks ago, and I was so happy about it. I was like, yes, that's perfect. Like, just steal it, because we all want everyone to succeed and nobody will care about that. So great job, Kristen. And I'm so proud of you for hitting diamond.
Thank you.
Awesome.
I did want to say you were right though about delays, because for me to hit emerald, it took a few months, but when I hit emerald, I got 5 coaches in 1 week. So when I got my 1 coach, I ended up getting 5 coaches. So yes, that was another point I forgot to put in there. So consistency.
I want to point out to Kristen is, one, you're amazing. And
Thank you. I love you.
I love you too. But what I love that you said tonight is that your family is your team. You're still putting them first, but you're also putting in the hard work. So those sacrifices that you listed, it's not the music that you're getting anymore. It's the PD. It's not as much sleep anymore. It's going to be business and your time with the Lord. So like those for you, those are your priorities. And so I think for all the coaches, exactly what Kristen shared is write down like what your priorities are and add the business to it. So your priority is your family, and it's also the business. Your priority is your job outside of coaching, but don't forget that your business is your priority too. It's not the thing to put on the back burner. It's a key, just like it was for Kristen. And I mean, girl, you knock it out of the park. You really, really do, in every sense of the word. And you have an amazing team because you're an amazing leader. You really, really are.
Thank you.
Love that.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I would never sacrifice the time with the Lord or with my family. And I made that very clear when I first started.
That's awesome. Okay, Kristen, by the chats, it looks like everyone thinks you did an amazing job. So just a couple housekeeping things. Our new Coach Bootcamp starts tomorrow. I believe Haley just posted about it on Team VIP. So if you have coaches that want to jump in, or if you're a new coach that you want to jump into bootcamp, go ahead and click on the link and add yourself. Okay? And I will post this recording in a little bit, and y'all have a wonderful week.
Thanks. Have a good night.
Great job, Kristen.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.